PNWURBEX is the spirit of the Northwest. You and I will travel and go on adventures together. There's nothing like the Northwest. You and I will experience new things together. There's nothing like the Northwest. And it can be found here on PNWURBEX. PNWURBEX is spirit of the Northwest.
We've got crab legs, Dungeness. We've got shrimp, SeaGalley, and clam chowder together. It's our foreign baked potato.
Now isn't that a good idea?
So come to SeaGalley tonight.
Today we are going to visit the last open SeaGalley located in Union Gap, Washington. These pictures were taken about a year prior to them announcing their closure. Now we are visiting once again on their last day before they close their doors forever. The SeaGalley restaurant chain was started by an individual named Dowen who opened the first location in Port Townsend, Washington in 1972. The business began as a single restaurant and later expanded, opening its first Seattle location in the 1970s. The company went public in 1980 and experienced rapid growth, peaking at 57 restaurants across the West Coast by the mid-1980s. The Union Gap location opened in 1979. The SeaGalley had a chain of restaurants throughout mostly Washington state, but had a restaurant in Anchorage, Alaska, British Columbia, Canada, and the Dalles, Oregon. Many closed their doors many years ago. The last one holdout was the SeaGalley in Union Gap, Washington. They closed their doors in October 1st, 2023.
Sailed the oceans around the turn of the century, their galleys were filled with delicacies from the sea. Those days are now memories. But in today's SeaGalley, you're surrounded by the mood of teak and brass from the original schooners. Enjoy our gourmet salad bar while dining in the warm atmosphere of the past. Full-course seafood dinners from $4.95. The schooners are gone, but their charm and seafood delicacies can still be enjoyed at SeaGalley restaurants.
I want to say a big thank you to the SeaGalley's management for allowing PNWURBEX to film on their last day so we record of what once was. Besides great food, one of the signature design elements of the SeaGalley restaurants was the attention and detail of the design of their restaurants. You will see everywhere we look, it will have a nautical theme. As we pass under the covered walkway in front of the building, it's basically representing a boat dock. This theme will carry inside as well, as you will soon see. Now it's later in the evening and most of the customers have finished dining. Let's head on inside and have a look around. As we're here in the main lobby area, everywhere you look you can see there's some nautical theme. And you'll see up above how it's pretty dark. Well, you're going to understand here in a little bit of why I had to take some pictures and some video. The camera just picked up a lot more detail than the camera could for lighting. But when you're actually there in person, you can actually see everything which is above the dock, kind of up in the ceiling area. Right here you can see it. You can see it just fine. In this film, you're going to see some past employees and customers in the video. They were more than happy to pose. As you can see here up above, you can see that small village I was talking about. When I was a kid going into SeaGalley, you would actually have all of those buildings with the lighting light up in through the windows. And it was always a bewilderment to me. Like, you always kind of thought like maybe there's actually people, smaller people living in those buildings, like fishermen. But it was always a really cool place to visit as a kid. Here you can see, like in these buildings up above, the lights weren't on in these buildings. I'm not really sure how many years they'd been turned off, but yeah, it was still cool to visit. Let's head on into the waiting room. And as you can see, the nautical theme continues. Basically, here's another customer that was having a good time on their last time here in the restaurant. We'll go ahead and have a little look around here, and then we'll head on into the dining area. Well, let's go ahead and have a look through the dining area. There's a lot to see in there.
Let's talk smart money. Seafood combination dinners at SeaGalley, like crab casserole with jumbo shrimp, or halibut and clam strips, or crab legs with golden shrimp, or feast on the harvest of the sea, with your choice of salad bar or a bowl of clam chowder. Seafood combination dinners at SeaGalley. Now.
Isn't that a good idea? So come to SeaGalley tonight.
You may find yourself asking why for the decline in the SeaGalley restaurants. Let's start with overexpansion. SeaGalley expanded too quickly in the early 1980s, opening some of its restaurants at its peak in unfavorable locations. A major misstep was the 1981 acquisition of 31 East Coast restaurants, which ultimately resulted in approximately $3 million of losses when they were sold off. Management admitted that was a Northwest company. They did not understand the different East Coast market. Next is a failed spin-off venture. SeaGalley founded and spun off the Flaky Jake's gourmet hamburger chain. Flaky Jake's later filed for bankruptcy in 1986, which damaged SeaGalley's reputation and lowered its stock price. Next is intense competition. The company struggled to compete with extensive advertising budgets and national presence of larger chains like Red Lobster. Let's not forget about financial and legal issues. The company faced financial turmoil due to an attempt in owning their own fishing and processing canneries, which helped in overextending the company. The company lost its focus on too many ventures outside of its core restaurant business. By the early 1990s, the company faced significant and financial problems, including difficulty making payments from a lawsuit with a longtime supplier, Food Services of America, which restricted the use of some of its assets. All of this while the company was trying to make an attempt to restructure an $8.3 million bond debt that was seriously in error. Most of this mismanagement was directly from the CEO. The company faced internal criticism and shareholder anger over past bad judgments and a lack of new ideas from the board. All of these issues culminated in the company officially declaring bankruptcy in 1994. Some locations, including the final one here in Union Gap, were sold off into private hands and continued to operate independently long after the main corporation folded.
Next time your jaw's raking for a really great seafood dinner, where would you rather be?
I'd really rather be at SeaGalley.
Now, isn't that a good idea? Try our platter.
SeaGalley
It's got snapper.
and scallop.
It's got shrimp, salad bar too.
I'll have a side of the shark, too.
So come to SeaGalley tonight.
Now that we've seen the dining room, let's head on into the Shipwreck Lounge. One of the customer favorites at this particular SeaGalley restaurant was their home cheese sticks, as you can see there.
We've got crab legs. SeaGalley. We've got crab legs. We've got crab legs. SeaGalley.
Hold it, crab lovers. Have I got news for you? Just what SeaGalley's famous for. A full pound of crab legs with salad bar and baked potato. Just $7.95. But hurry, it's just too good to last.
It's your crab legs. SeaGalley. It's your crab legs. SeaGalley. We've got crab legs. So come get your crab legs tonight.
Well, let's go ahead and head out, and we're going to come back after the restaurant closes. By this time, the restaurant has already been closed, and the customers, basically with the owners, allowed a lot of their things to be sold off inside the store. You know, just a memento and memories of the good times that they had here. So now the building is basically abandoned, and I suspected on this day that I was visiting that, you know, there was maybe some scrappers inside. Not really too sure, kind of kept a distance from the building. But one thing in surprise is basically you're going to see equipment out here in the parking lot, and they're ready to demolish the building. So we're going to do another visit after this building is torn down, but one thing happened prior to that.
We begin with breaking news as fire crews in Union Gap are currently at the scene of the former SeaGalley restaurant. Take a look at this video. This is at the location across from the Valley Mall Boulevard roundabout. Now, a Texas Roadhouse location was set to be built in this space. As you can see, that is likely not going to happen anytime soon. No word yet on any injuries or how the fire started. We have a crew headed to the scene, and we will continue to keep you updated here on the air and on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com.
So as you can see from that news report, the building basically caught on fire before the demolition actually began. So basically, once the fire was put out and the investigation was done, the Tracos were able to go in and basically just flatten what was left of it. It's pretty unfortunate that this building had to close like this. You know, what is weird though is the same restaurant, same SeaGalley restaurant up in Anchorage, Alaska, also, after it closed, it also caught on fire and then ended up having to be demolished. Is there any connection between the two? No, I really seriously doubt it. It's just a byproduct of sometimes scrappers, not saying it was scrappers that was setting the fire, but sometimes when they get in there and do things they aren't supposed to be doing, you know, this is sometimes a result of that. So this is basically the remnants we're going to take a look at of the old SeaGalley restaurant. The main reason this last SeaGalley restaurant had to close is because their lease was not going to be renewed. In place of it is a new Texas Roadhouse where the old SeaGalley used to be. Now I like Texas Roadhouse too, but if I had a choice between the two, I'd rather have SeaGalley. Well, I really do want to thank you for coming with me today on this tour of the SeaGalley, the last one open basically anywhere. I really do appreciate it. I want to make sure you have a great week, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.